Track 40. 1. I'm a police officer and I work different shifts each week. My job is to keep people safe. 2.
I work for a national newspaper. I interview people and write articles. I'm a journalist.
3.
I help my patients every day. I work in a hospital and I'm a nurse.
4. I work as a volunteer. I work with animals and I have to look after them every day. 5.
I'm a businessman and I work in the city. I work with different companies and I make lots of money.
6.
I work in a school and my job is to help students pass exams. I'm a teacher.
Track 41. A.
I had a part-time job at the company and I really enjoyed it. My boss and my colleagues were professional but very friendly. I applied for a full-time job in my final year at university and I got it. The job is well paid, so I'm earning a good salary. And I also travel to lots of different countries. It's an exciting job.
B.
I work as a personal assistant at a very well-known company. I love my job. I got my job last year. I worked here as a volunteer to get work experience. I really enjoyed it, so I wrote to the company director and asked for a job. I use my languages regularly and I work flexible hours.
C.
2 years ago, I worked as a volunteer in a hospital because I wanted to help people. I went to university, but I worked at the hospital each summer. I didn't want to travel the world, so I applied for the job. Now I'm earning a good salary, and it's my dream job.
Track 42.
What do you do?
I'm a manager. I work for a well-known international company, so I often have to travel to different offices around the world.
Did you have to get any qualifications or do any training for your job?
Yes, I did. I had to complete 3 training courses. Thankfully, I didn't have to revise for any exams because the assessment was an interview and giving a presentation.
Do you have to wear a uniform or smart clothes?
I don't have to wear a uniform, but I have to wear a suit to meetings.
Do you have to work long hours?
Yes. At the moment, I need to work hard to complete a project.
What does your job involve?
Well, I have to meet lots of people, but I don't have to speak different languages because we all speak English. I often have to prepare reports or give presentations. Track 43.
That's an interesting question. Let me think. I definitely think that work experience is an important way to learn about a job. I studied business for 3 years and I graduated with honors. Then I got a good job, but it was really hard work and tiring. I suppose that your first job is always difficult. I learned lots in my first year there. But my course did help me. For example, I understood lots of basic points about business and finance. There are pros and cons. Work experience is an excellent way to learn about a job in real life, but education or training gives you time to learn the theories.
Track 44.
That's interesting. Let me see. I think my parents didn't have lots of choices. They worked in their hometown or maybe the capital city. I guess that they wrote letters to apply for jobs advertised in the local newspaper. I don't think my parents' generation usually travelled for work. I'm not sure, but I can apply for jobs anywhere in the world. I look for jobs online and email application forms from my laptop, so I think it's easy for my generation. There are advantages and disadvantages, because today I have lots of different opportunities, and it's sometimes difficult to make a decision.
Track 45. 1.
In your opinion, do people work more now than in the past?
2.
Do you think companies need people to travel to an office and work there? Or can people work from home?
Track 30. 1.
I'm studying medicine. It's hard work and there are lots of lectures, but I enjoy helping people. I'm in my first year and I'd like to be a doctor.
2.
I'm doing a business studies course. It's about the different parts of a business, like finance, people, or marketing. It's really interesting. I'd like to be a company director.
3. I'm studying law. It's about the legal system in different countries. I think it's a very difficult course and there are lots of deadlines. I'd like to be a lawyer. Track 31.
Business. 2 syllables. Business.
Literature. 3 syllables. Literature.
Mathematics. 4 syllables. Mathematics.
University. 5 syllables. University.
Track 32.
Chemistry. College. Deadline.
Engineering. Graduate. Graduation.
History. Lecture. Medicine.
Presentation. Project. Timetable.
Track 33. 1.
Business. College. Deadline. Lecture. Project.
2.
Literature. Chemistry. Graduate. History. Medicine. Timetable.
3.
Mathematics. Engineering. Graduation. Presentation.
4.
University.
Track 34. 1. Marcel. I'm revising for an exam. It's my final year and I'm working very hard. I'm having extra tuition and my grades are improving. 2. D.
I'm visiting my brother at college. He's living in halls this year and he's having a great time. I'm helping him with his coursework this semester and we're preparing a presentation at the moment.
3. Lara.
I'm thinking about doing another course next year. I'm applying for a scholarship at a university in my hometown, and I'm filling out the application form now.
Track 35. Yes, they are. My father and my brother studied law at university, and they think it's a very nice subject. My mother thinks it is nice and always asks me questions about law. I have lots of friends on the course, and we want to get a nice job when we graduate. Track 36. Yes, they are. My father and my brother studied law at university, and they think it is a very important subject. My mother thinks it is interesting and always asks me questions about law. I have lots of friends on the course, and we want to get a good job when we graduate. Track 37. 1.
No, I don't think so. Unfortunately, I think lots of changes were made to the education system last year, and teachers and professors aren't happy. They want more money for the schools and universities, but the government can't give them more money.
2.
Yes, definitely. I live with my family. I enjoy living at home because I can relax and just study. For example, my parents cook meals, wash my clothes, and clean my room. I can spend more time studying, and I think this is good.
3. My parents went to a school in my hometown. The school is a very popular one, and they enjoyed it. I went to school in another country, and I didn't like living away from home. My father went to university, but I don't think there were lots of universities in my country at the time. Fortunately, there are lots of universities and colleges there today. I'm visiting different universities at the moment because I'm choosing which course to study next year. Track 38. 1.
What are you studying now?
2.
Why did you choose that subject?
3.
Do you enjoy it?
4.
What is the best thing about studying?
5.
Are there many jobs for you after you finish studying?
Track 39. 1.
Do you think young children enjoy going to school and learning?
2.
Is it a good idea to live with your family when you are studying?
3.
Compare your experience of education to your parents' generation.
4.
Many people think there are benefits to studying in another country. Do you agree?
5.
Do you think your country has a good education system?